chicos, quiero ver, terminar voy a hacer 5 videos nada más de bendi. A ver, ese primer nada dura 21 segundos, 21 segundos, dije yo, así 21 minutos. Empezamos, creo que termina en 3, 2, 1, pum. No sé.
What you buying with the money? Toys, I guess. You're such a toddler. What about you? I'm not sure what I'm gonna buy. Yeah, I guess when your family is the richest in the world, there aren't many toys that you don't have.
Esto, no, esto ya no. No, cuando ya subí un video de esto.
What you buying with the money?
No, lo voy a intentar quitar. Vamos a ver, esto vamos a decir. Esto lo vi usted.
Creo que todos tenemos problemas. ¿Problemas? Soy un desastre, soy alcohólica. A veces me exaspero. Te voy a matar, sucio polaco. Y no puedo dejar de comer. Dios, ya me puse irritable. El síndrome de Bowl.
Y vean esa forma. He oído de pecho cuadrado, pero esto es ridículo.
Ahora voy a entrar en tu mente con mensajes subliminales. Lamento que vieras eso.
¿Esto es porque no sabes leer? Porque si así es...
Los pensamientos dentro de mi mente son un enigma. Voy a dominarte. A ese sujeto le pegaron en la ingle con un coco.
No había juntado el video, ya vamos. Faltan 3 faltas, si no. Vamos a ver. Vamos a ver aquí. Espérate. Mira, te metí. Ven. Ahí está lo mismo donde están tomando café. Vamos a ver. Vamos a ver qué lo hizo.
Henry, help! Can't believe Henry fell for that. This is great.
What? They're having a tea party? And they don't even invite me? Well, I don't need them. I can have my own tea party. This is so easy. Right, Henry? Henry? You okay there, buddy?
Se acabó rápido, qué bueno. Vamos a ver. Ya lo vimos este, ya subí un video de ese. Eso. Esto cuando dura 2 minutos. Vamos a ver. Van 4, ya falta uno ya. Vamos a ver.
Hi guys, Twinkle Phoenix here, and welcome back to Bendy and Ink Machine. Ever curious what happens if you go backwards to meet Bendy? What I mean backwards is, I've gotten so far that Bendy's supposed to pop up. I've done everything else, it's his turn for his big main jump scare. So let's see what happens if we go backwards. We, of course, can't go all the way. In fact, we get stuck. The planks are stopping us from moving, and we can't actually activate Bendy. We need to actually see him, so we have to turn around. Once we turn around, we activate the events that will follow. I brightened everything up, so you should be able to see everything. So, what happens now? It was so dark, I could not see anything in front of me. Now, before, when you were exploring, the game actually would not let you backtrack and to explore the other areas at all. You were led to assume that Benny was chasing you, so you want to get out there as soon as possible. But here's the thing. In Chapter 1, don't panic. Benny's not going to go chasing you, so you can go and explore. The problem is, it is so freaking dark because of all the ink. It is nearly impossible to see where you're going. So what I've done is I went through and explored, and I brightened everything up for you so you can actually see it yourselves. So it's not just one room at all. They've actually gone ahead and made sure that all of the floor that you're on is being affected, which I think is extremely impressive. Meaning they wanted you to go back and explore for some reason. I'm not sure what. Here you can see me just exploring room for room, having a look if there's anything I've missed. Honestly, I could barely see anything at all, except for some very interesting shapes appearing, like on the walls from the ink. But I'm not sure if they're supposed to mean anything. Some of them look like wolves, others look like, I don't know, like somebody getting eaten, but quite a few of them do look like wolves. It could just be my imagination. But is it me, or is the ink splatters on the actual wall trying to tell a story? It could just be all in my head, mind you. Now you can still interact with Wally's box, so he does keep talking. That's fine. Heck, even the projector is still on somehow. I'm not really sure how this one works, because technically the projector shouldn't be doing that. You cannot go into all of the rooms like you could before. We can go into quite a lot of them. Okay, so this is the area where the projector is. Now, as you're going in, there, we've got this curtain of ink, meaning it should actually be impossible for Bendy to appear on this screen, but somehow he's appearing without any problems whatsoever. And this has to be one of the lightest rooms, only when you get close to the screen. Now, during the whole thing, I honestly thought I was going to get attacked by an ink monster or something, like, because I mean, who wants to be in a building with ink up to your chest? Anything could be in there, and we were fully aware that we just saw a monster that could try to kill us. But again, no need to panic when it comes to the first Chapter 1, because really there is nothing that can harm you. I've even stood in front of Bendy to see whether or not he can actually hit you, and that doesn't seem to be the case. He just comes out, tries to grab at you, and yes, even that little guy, that little pop-out that we met earlier, he will try to jump scare you again if you try to go exploring. It's a little bit of a freaking tambourine move. Sorry. Trying my best not to swear. I keep getting told off by my parents for swearing, so I'm trying my best to keep the swearing to a minimal, if I can. This by here is the hardest one to explore because it is so dark in this one. There's ink everywhere and you just can't barely see anything at all. Again, all of this that you're seeing, I brightened it up. But try going back and seeing what exactly you're seeing. You probably also notice that this stuff is back on the pedestals. For some reason, the items are back on top when they were supposed to have disappeared, and that's the wolf I said I saw on the thing. Looks like a wolf being chased by some other creatures. But again, that's probably just my imagination. new look that they've done to Chapter 1, like this event by here where, you know, you've turned on the machine, Bendy is now arrived, or at least we assume it's Bendy because, you know, no one said otherwise, and he does look like Bendy. Probably know it could be Joey. Hopefully it's not Joey. Otherwise I probably want to punch him. And then this happens. You actually cannot see in there. This door is impossible to get into. That's supposed to lead down to the save, if I remember correctly. You can't even get into the music one. Unless the music one was somewhere else. But here as well was another problem. I could not see anything. I wanted to check if the writing was still on the wall. It is still there, but I literally had to push my character right against the wall to even see if the writing was still there or if it had changed, but nothing had. Not that I could actually see at the time, keep in mind. So really, nothing much has changed. Except, it, you know, makes you curious, why are you able now to explore the rest of the building? Every time Bendy has attacked, like appeared during Chapter 1, you were unable to go back and explore. Why now? Was there something here that we were supposed to see? Or just get to see how warped this place suddenly becomes. We've decided a chain reactions. Joey wanted us to come here to start up the machine because he probably couldn't do it himself. I'm not really sure what to make of all this, but it definitely has made it more eerie. It making it impossible to see. You don't know if Bendy's in the, you know, in the ink or some other creature is. And with this amount of ink on this floor, all of it should technically burst through and go to the lower floors anyway. There is one more place, of course, I need to check, which is Henry's area, which is over this way. So I've checked everywhere else. And to come into this area, of course, there we go. I still don't know what's going on over here. That now is covered in ink. That place is getting flooded with ink. So the top floor definitely is getting covered as well. That confirms it. So you can't really go up there.